You everyone, Dan Central here, and welcome to another quick announcement. Now, if you saw my live stream last week on the Philips CDI, thank you so much. Thank you for getting involved. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for just enabling me to have so much fun. If you saw it and you enjoyed it, hopefully you'll be interested in knowing that I'm actually planning on doing another one. Now, the only thing that I did find was, again, obviously my fault. Last week I didn't give you guys that much notice because it was a very last minute decision. By the time I sort of decided to do one, it wasn't giving you guys much notice at all. It gave you like an afternoon really, if that. Not only that, being on the Philips CDI, although it was very specific, so not everyone in the gaming community is going to really be interested in it, the idea behind that, which is why I still did it, was to give you guys an idea as to what it was and what the system is all about, giving you some of the history, some of the really interesting stories associated with it, show you guys my collection, show some of the games gameplay-wise on the TV, and just have loads of interaction with you guys and answer your questions and your comments and stuff like that, which I so enjoyed so much. So thank you again for getting involved, and hopefully some of you that weren't necessarily that fussed with it before have now gained a bit more interest in the system itself. Oddpod, one of my good friends, even decided that thanks to the live stream and showing a certain game off, he was going to go and buy it to add to what he was doing, and he's gone and bought it, and he showed me a picture on Twitter of him actually having now bought the game and thanking me for influencing him to do so. So the live stream was totally worth it. Not just because of that, but because of loads of different reasons, but it was so totally worth it. So because of that, because I had so much fun, and because you guys were absolutely fantastic, I'm therefore going to do another one. Now, this time round, I'm giving you more notice. So it's going to be this Thursday, so a week later. But I'm giving you more notice, so about 1 to 2 days this time rather than just an afternoon. So there's that. And also, this time, rather than being so specific, I want to give you guys the chance to give me a system that you want me to do a live stream on. And whatever gets the most kind of votes or, I suppose, mentions, I'll do. Now, to give you an idea of the kind of consoles I have, obviously I don't have every console in the world, but I do have a fair few. Now, when it comes to Sega, I have got most of the consoles that Sega released, apart from the Dreamcast at the minute. The reason why I say that is because, unfortunately, the other day I went to power on my Dreamcast and it absolutely conked out on me. I do have two, so I put the other one on. That, would you believe it, that conked out as well. What are the chances that two Dreamcasts will both conk out? Either that or it's one of the cables. But regardless, I've ordered and bought a new, well, not brand new because they're not new consoles, but to me obviously it is, since a new Dreamcast that's on order, but it's not going to be here before or on Thursday. It won't be here until after, so I'm not going to have enough time to do it. But most of the other systems, guys, Sega wise, I've got obviously Sega Mega Drive, Sega Master System, Sega Mega CD, Sega Saturn. Just don't have a 32X, but I've got most of the other ones that are there, so feel free to mention those if you would like to see a live stream on those. As well as that, I've got most of the Nintendo consoles as well. The earliest Nintendo console I have is the NES from 1985. I've also got, obviously, a SNES, I've got an N64, I've got a Nintendo GameCube, I've got a Nintendo Wii. So I've got most of the Nintendo systems as well. So generally, if it's Sega or Nintendo, I should be fine to do them. I've also got current gen stuff, but I think it would be probably quite good to stick to retro for a bit because for nostalgia reasons, it's just loads and loads of fun. So guys, let me know. Also, the other thing is that I noticed that obviously I did the last live stream last week. I started at 8 o'clock and ran through. A lot of people couldn't jump on straight away because they were still at work, and some people felt like they'd missed part of the live stream and they were a bit bummed out by that. And also, I did it in 2 parts, and it felt like, I suppose, as a whole, it was probably quite long. So what I'm doing this time round, guys, I'm giving you more time to kind of finish work, maybe, I guess. And I'm going to start this live stream at 10 PM. So rather than 8 PM, it's going to be 10 PM. And not just that, I kind of am working till 9:30 that night myself, to be honest, so there is kind of that mainly. But also, the idea, hopefully, is it will also benefit you guys as well that were saying before that you weren't finishing until like 9:30 anyway, and hopefully won't miss too much of it and won't have to catch up or watch anything back. Again, that's just a select few of you. Maybe a lot of you will still be working until a bit later than that. But obviously, it's there if you do want to catch up on it anyway. So, yeah, giving you more notice, starting it a bit later, and also giving you guys the freedom to choose a console for me to review. And whatever gets the most mentions, as I say, then I'm more than happy then to start showing my collection. We can play through some games together. Interact as normal, comment as normal. I've now worked out, thanks to Oddpod, how to enable the Q&A function of the Google Live Hangout streams. So that worked really well because people were commenting loads down the side, and that was so much easier to keep track of your comments as well, rather than having to flick to back to YouTube itself to actually start reading them underneath. So that really helped as well. But as I said, thank you so much to everyone that got on board with the last live stream. You're all fantastic. If you are around this Thursday and you would love to jump on board with another one, please do so. It'd be absolutely fantastic to see you guys there. But as I say, it's going to be at 10 PM instead. Looking to run it to roughly about midnight. If it does go over, then it goes over. But again, it's entirely up to you guys if you want to switch off, if you need to, you know, get some sleep in, or if you're working, etc. Totally understand. But it's there if you guys want to carry on watching for a bit longer. Generally, I just play it by ear. If it seems like the live stream's starting to die out a little bit, then we'll take it to a nice, good kind of definitive finish. Job done. If it ends up that the comments are still coming in, people are still asking questions, we're still doing stuff by then I'll let it run for a bit longer and see what happens. Obviously I won't go too stupid, but you know, we'll see what happens and just play it by ear. So yeah, as I said guys, thank you so much. Last week I had the most amount of fun I'd had online you know, in a while, because it'd been so long since I'd done a live stream, and you guys were so patient, so supportive, so complimentary, shall we say. We're just so nice about everything, and bits when I was having to test out lighting because it didn't look so good and having to faff about sorting things out, you guys were so patient and you were still great, and you still watched as well. So guys, just thank you for that. If you missed the stream from last week, you're welcome to catch up on it, or jump on the one on this one. If you missed last week's, there's another chance. I'm going to be on this Thursday. I don't get to do these live streams too often because I don't always get that particular room with everything set up to myself. So grab it while you can, really. Grab it while you can. But guys, thank you so much. Like I said, post in a comment underneath the kind of console you'd love me to review and go through and look into and stuff, and go through my collection on, and I'll look to do it. Maybe could do 2 consoles, maybe an hour on each, possibly. But we'll see what people say. You know, if you would like me to do maybe an hour on a Nintendo console and an hour on a Sega console, cool. If you want me to, prefer me to do 2 hours straight on just the one system, again, cool. But yeah, all the other things with the Sega Mega CD, I've only got 2 games, so maybe it isn't such a good idea to choose that because it won't last very long. But most of the others, like I said, I've got a good, healthy collection on. So yeah, let me know guys, and again, feel free to comment on what you thought of the last stream if you did catch it as well. Yeah, I guess if you're interested, I'll see you at 10 PM Thursday evening, back on Google Live Hangouts, doing another live stream on whatever console gets the most mentions. Get commenting, get voting, should I say, and we'll see what console gets the most views. Any Nintendo console and any Sega system apart from the Dreamcast, because I don't have one at the minute. Thanks guys, and I look forward to reading your comments. Otherwise, see you at 10 PM on Thursday evening.